Well, welcome to your final Treat First talk on how to become a Treat First agency. We hope that the previous modules have been helpful in giving you a feel for the benefits of Treat First and strategies for implementing it in your agency in New Mexico. We also hope that this website can be used to orient your entire staff to what Treat First is about and to specifically train the relevant staff who'll be working with your Treat First clients. So let's get started and go through the steps you need to take. Let's take a look first at the participation agreement form. The actual forms are, I believe, across the top of the screen, and you can open it as I'm talking. The intention on this particular form is to articulate what the purpose of the model is. We ask you to indicate what the location of the particular sites are in your agency where you will be implementing Treat First. We let you know what you can count on the state doing, and we support a data system that we'll refer you to. And we do ongoing Treat First learning communities to share ideas with one another. Also, we are pretty straightforward on what you need to do as a participating site and what to do with the information and some commitments of your participation. Finally, we're specifically citing what the MCOs will do to honor their requirements, and we have hyperlinks to the description of Treat First that is now embedded in the Medicaid Behavioral Health Policy and Billing Manual, as well as their new Behavioral Health Supplement. So once you've read that and are comfortable with that, we would ask that you hit I agree and submit it. Or if you prefer, there's a second method. You can download this form and fill it in later and email it to us. And you'll see I've got at the bottom of the form the address, treat.firststate.nm.us, and you can email it. Along with the second form I'll go over, which we are calling the attestation form. And if you want to take a look at that, that really is a summary of what the information you need to be giving us, in which you're listing your particular sites of your facility and the corresponding Medicaid ID and MPI numbers, if there are different MPI numbers for those different locations. We also ask you to just go ahead and say, yes, you are attest to the following things, that you have taken a look at the manual and the supplement, that you've signed both your participation agreement and this particular form of the attestation, that you have completed a training request of Falling Colors. I'll go over that form in a minute. Some of you may not need it, but if you're new to the process, you'll need to get registered and trained by our vendor, Falling Colors. There's a couple of other things about our session check-in and checkout instruments that were introduced to you earlier in the Treat First talk on clinical supervision, and that you'll participate in our learning communities, and that you will have your staff trained in this, utilizing this website. Those are the two required forms. The third is, if you need training from Falling Colors, you'll utilize the data collection training request form. Pretty straightforward, and I've put the email in there where you send it to BHSD Star, and they'll set up a training date, and you can put the date in there on your attestation form. So 3 steps there: 2 forms and a request for training if needed. What you want to do, once we receive at the state your two forms, we will be approving and acknowledging you as a Treat First agency via certificate. And at the top of the page, I think you'll see an example of what a certificate looks like. You really want to make sure you hold on to this, because it's something that you are going to be emailing to 2 directions. First, you're going to send it to Falling Colors, so they'll be on alert that you're now an official Treat First agency. And secondly, you'll send it to the Medicaid division staff, who are ready to then turn around and change your provider profile and notify the corresponding managed care companies that you're a Treat First agency. And we've laid out the emails of the Medicaid staff to whom you send it. Again, all of these forms are downloadable if you prefer to download, fill in an email, or you can submit directly from the web page. And that's it. Pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, please email them to treat.first@state.nm.us and we'll try to help you out right away. And we really look forward to you joining the Treat First Learning community in New Mexico.